This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are talking about MDX queries, and creating MDX queries are pretty much easy. And yesterday we had seen couple of MDX queries, and we were comparing the MDX queries with normal SQL queries. And we also learned that MDX queries are simple, no joins, no aggregate functions, and nothing is needed. Simply drag and drop the column, and you should be able to see the data. That is beautiful, right? So we can have the data in x-axis or in the y-axis. We will not be able to have the data in third axis called z-axis or more than that. Clear? So we will be able to get a lot of issues, and that is what we discussed yesterday. Even though syntactically we have columns, rows, pages, index, and lot of things, maximum 27 levels we can give, but end of the day we can represent the data, show the data in the columns and rows only. That means, so you can have the data in x-axis and y-axis. Clear? And we had seen couple of things yesterday, right? What is the total sales amount? What is the total sales quantity? We will be able to get measures on columns, or you can say zero, right? So what is a total sales amount country wise? Okay, so simply drag and drop the country here. And what is the sales amount year wise? Simply drag and drop the year. And what is the factor sales count product category wise? Simply drag and drop product category. Now find out the total sales. We can also use vary clause, right? So that is also we can do it. So all these things we discussed yesterday. Let me go back. So this is my RDBMS. I wanted to connect. You can connect this, or you can connect this. So connect to Object Explorer, you can connect. So which one you would like to connect? So I would like to connect to analysis services. Server name is dot and click on connect, right? Why Prathamesh daily you coming late to the class? Any reason, guys? People are coming late. If 5 minutes delay is right, but regular, 10 minutes delay, 15 minutes delay. Why? So, so this is my cube, right? So this is my cube database. I told you these databases are two-dimensional databases. Amazon is a OLTP database. Amazon DW is a data warehousing database. These are actually two-dimensional databases. Actually, you know what is OLAP database? This is the cube database is called as OLAP database. Okay, OLTP database, data warehousing database. Then we have OLAP database. OLAP database where you have aggregated data. Aggregation means what? Totals data. Total data will be available here. So we can simply click on new query window to create a MDX queries. Clear? So I wanted to write a simple MDX query means I told you select from the cube name, right? So what is the cube name? Cube name is this. Anybody can easily drag and drop the cube name, click on execute or press F5. Okay, so I am getting some junk data. So I don't know what is this value, right? I don't know what is this value, but I want to clearly understand what is my sales amount. Simply drag and drop sales amount. Now you need to say on columns, CO columns, not column. You should be able to execute the data like this. Clear? Or you can say on zero. Zero or columns means x-axis. So you can say like this, or you can say axis zero. This is also fine. So zero or axis zero or columns, anything is fine. So this is how you can get the data, right? So without using this, you can also use where clause, right? So you can also go and apply where clause. What is your sales amount? Drag and drop simply sales amount here. So you drag and drop the sales amount there. That's it. So click on execute button. We are going to get the sales amount. So like that, we should also apply. We should also apply like this, and we should be able to get this kind of a data very easily. Now I wanted to get the sales amount along with the country name, right? So sales amount along with what country? So what we're going to be doing, very, very simple. Same query, you can take it. So I need sales amount, right? So getting a sales amount is very, very easy. And we can have on zero, sorry. So on zero, and you can have like this. And country, what is the country here? The country available here, but don't drag and drop this country. That's what I told you. You open this, you will get one more country under members. What is this country representing to? What is this country representing to? We'll discuss. Don't worry. Okay. So, but there is a different meaning. Let me go and try to put this country and say on one. On one means what? So it is x-axis and y-axis. Now I wanted to get the data like this, right? Country-wise sales, right? So tomorrow you need prod year-wise sales. It is very, very simple. Sales amount you need completely year-wise, right? So simply you take this out. You drag and drop here. Years are available under part of sale date. When you go, you have a year number. You should be able to get the year number, drag and drop on this. Now you go, you should be able to get the data like this and year-wise data, year-wise sales data. So 2019, 2020, no sales. If I don't have any sales, why should I show the data? I wanted to eliminate this row. This is a row, right? So this is a row. What I wanted to write, non-empty. Okay. Empty rows I don't need. I need non-empty rows. Okay. So if you have any non-empty rows, you show me. This is a keyword that we can use. We should be able to get non-emptied rows. Clear? So 2019 data, 2020 data, we were able to get it. But if you wanted to get the same query to be done in data warehouse, so you have to first go to the database. What is the database we should use? Use Amazon DW. Clear? Now you select where is the sales data available. So fact table. This is where the sales amount is available. But where is the year number available? Year number available. There is a table called which table? Dim time table, I think, right? So here we should be able to see year numbers. Okay. We should know how to join that data, right? Now we can say as a join. So all these things are nonsense in the data warehousing and SQL queries as B. Now that this one is which column I need to use it. I need to use sale date key. See, I'm joining with the date key. If you don't know this, again you will go mad. So done. But what all I need? I need year number. Where is year number column? Year number is here. And what else I need? I need sales amount. If I simply write year number, you can write year number. But the problem is that you need the sales amount also. If you write simply sales amount, you can get it. But do you need this kind of a data? So you are getting in a 2012 individual data. So I don't need this. I need a sum. So you need to have sum here. And if you put sum, will it work? So sum as a total sales amount. Okay. So total sales, right? Will it work? If you put this kind of a data, so will it work? It is not going to work. It will give you a lot of issues. Group by clause is missing. Now we should know SQL queries. What is a group by clause? That you should know, right? So you have to learn group by clauses and filter the rows, or you group the data. A lot of things you should do. You are going to get the data. So what all there? You have you have joins. Now see what are the things you are going to be applying unnecessarily joins group by clause, then we are going to be aggregating on the fly. On the fly means, so when you have the large amount of data, normally fact tables will have more data than the dimension table. This is dimension table, right? When you have millions of data, you will go mad, because on the fly you're doing a summing operation, right? So it is very, very dangerous and very, very slow. These queries are very slow, very dangerous, and definitely I don't recommend. Clear? But here when you go, you are not doing a summing operation, you are not joining, you are not grouping, you are not doing nothing. Simply drag and drop. That's it. Your work is done. Clear? So here, data warehousing queries, SQL only very, very complex. You have to understand always this picture. See, complex queries we must write, and on top of that, which are slow. Why? Because it is going to be joining on the fly. Joining is not a very simple operation. When you have large amount of data, I have to see, one and one is matching. I need to take one value from here. I have to get one value from here. These values have to match. When you have millions of billions of data, matching joining is a very, very complicated process. So definitely this query, data warehousing, you must use only for storing. Don't use a data warehouse for the processing. So this is what is called a query. Query means processing, right? So don't use the query, data warehouse for the processing. Processing has to be eliminated or separated. So who's going to be processing your data? That is when we're going to be using a cube. Cube is getting the data. Processing and aggregations are going to be done. Not only one aggregations, right? I have, for example, location-wise data. Now I have created, this is year-wise data. Tomorrow I would like to see location-wise data. What I do, I need to jump to one more table. The table name is called location table. So dim location table. Again, I have to take the same query, write one more query, write one more query. You go mad, write one more query like this. So instead of year number, instead of this table, you have to use what? Dim location table. And based on what? A dot location key is equivalent to B dot location key, right? So you need to join. So here you have to have the country. Okay, you need to have the country. Now you control C and control V. So this will give you country wise sales, right? This will give you what? This will give you year wise sales. Now this is one query, this is one query. Tomorrow I need country wise, state wise, city wise sales. You have to write one more query. So lot of queries you have to write and lot of times you need to execute. So here we are going to create, when you process the cube, it is going to create lot of, not only one aggregation, year wise sales, country wise sales, country wise state wise sales, country wise year wise state wise sales. All the combinations of aggregations are going to happen. All this data will be stored in your cube. You simply go drag and drop. If the food is ready on the dining table, you take a plate, drag and drop. I need a pizza, take it. You need a chicken, take it. You need a, some other, yogurt or the curds, take it. You need some sweets, desserts, take it. So whatever you need, take it. Food is ready. You need not to worry how to prepare the food. You have multiple food items are available in the cube. Cube is going to be taking that raw data. It is going to be creating a lot of varieties of the aggregations. So you have to take the report. Report is your plate. So what is that you would like to consume? I need a dessert, you take it, drag and drop. I need this one, drag and drop. I need that one, drag and drop. So that is how we should be able to go and simply drag and drop here. So here also, whatever you needed, you simply go and drag and drop like this. Simply drag and drop and get the data like this. This is the beauty and easy. Clear? So that's what you should understand. So all these things we discussed yesterday. Let me tell you one more beautiful thing. Okay. Now, if somebody asks you, I wanted to have, what is that? Sales amount year wise and country wise. Hmm? So that is what I wanted to have. What is the query? The query is sales amount we need year wise plus country wise also. Now this is, let me remove. I can have, this is a sales amount, fine. This is year wise, fine. So this is 0, this is 1. Now comma, I would like to have country wise. Where is country? Country is available here. So you need to go to location, country, and country, drag and drop this. So I told you clearly, we can have the data in the 0 axis and maximum 1 axis. But I wanted to show you some more data. I will put one more axis. It is columns, it is x-axis, y-axis, and it is z-axis. Clear? Let me execute. You put comma always. If you don't put comma, you will get issues, right? So comma is everywhere. So now let me execute it. Will it work? What it is telling? Now read this. It is giving you some information. Control C. Let me open Notepad and paste it. You can read it. What it is telling. Tell. Result set cannot be displayed for cell set with more than 2 axes. So maximum you can show the data in x-axis and y-axis. But if you wanted to show the data in one more data in one more axis, then it is clearly telling me, hey Bhaskar, I cannot do that. So maximum data you have to accommodate in your x-axis and I have to accommodate in the y-axis. For example, I have a right hand, I have a left hand. Okay, I'm carrying one item in the right hand. For example, I bought some banana I'm carrying in one hand, and I bought some apple carrying in one more hand. I bought one more item, third item. I have x-axis and I have y-axis. These two are busy always. I have to buy one more fruit. For example, jackfruit, I bought it. So how do I carry the jackfruit now? Because I don't have a third hand, right? I have only x-axis and y-axis, and I have banana. I have already apple. I'm carrying. I have to buy a jackfruit or I'm buying something else. How do I carry that? It is very very simple. You have to buy a carry bag. Very simple, right? So if you have more than one item, what you do? You buy a carry bag or you carry a bag whenever you go for the shopping, right? What you do? In that bag, you put jackfruit, you put apple, you put banana. So all of them, you should be able to put them in the bag. You carry the bag. That's it. It's very, very simple. Okay. Those bags are called set and tuple. Clear? So that is the need for set and tuple. So what is a set? What is a tuple? What is a member? That is what we're going to understand now. Okay. So what is a member? Member means, let me tell you, this is my table. Okay. So what is a table? So I'll show you. Let me go to my data warehouse. I'll show you some tables. Okay. What table I'm trying to show you? Any dimension table you can take it on, any table you can take it. Dim location table. Now, what is a table? This is actually a table, but this is called as a dimension. Remember, okay? The table is called as a dimension. Dimension means a table, table means dimension. What is a dimension? Dimension is a table. Remember always. Drag and drop dimension means drag and drop table. Now, what are attributes? Attributes means columns. Location key is a column. Country is a column. It is attribute. State is an attribute, right? So city is an attribute. So all these are called as attributes. Remember this. So if somebody says attributes, these are nothing but columns. Clear, guys? So this is attribute. Attribute means column. Clear? But what is this 106? It is a data. What is 105 data? What is India? Data. What is this India? This is also data. What is this USA? Data, right? So this data are called as values. Karnataka, Bangalore, New Jersey, all this is what is called data. Clear? So this is what is called data. Data also called as values. Okay? Also called as members. Clear? So remember, what is a data? Data is 105 is a data. India is a data. Andhra Pradesh is a data. New Jersey is a data. Trenton is a data. Dallas is a data. Texas is a data. What is a data? Data called as a values called as a members. Clear? Members means data values or data or values. Clear? What is an attribute? Attribute means column names. Clear? What is a dimension? Dimension means a table name. So you have to know what is a member. Member means a data. Clear? Members means what? It is a data. So that is what you are going to be understanding. That is what you should be able to understand. Always clear, guys. So this is very, very important. Now, you should be able to understand and work with this very, very easily, guys. Clear? Now, I wanted to say members from same hierarchy is called as a set. What is a set and what is a tuple? I told you set and tuples are two bags. Clear? So, let me go to paint and I will explain what is a set and what is a tuple. You would understand very, very easily, right? So, why are we discussing set and tuple? Set is a carry bag. Tuple is also carry bag. I would like to, buy more items. I would like to display more items in x-axis and y-axis. X-axis you think as a, left hand. Y-axis you think as a right hand. Maximum, columns data you should display there only, right? So I wanted to show you some data here, and this is one of the room where I am storing lot of items. Now this is my door. Okay, one room can have a lot of doors. One door, two door, three doors. Lot of doors are available. So door number one, right? So this is a door number two, and this is room number one. So you can have room number one, room number two, and this is, let us say, door number two. This is a door number one, right? And you have a lot of data. What is the data you have? Lot of banana and lot of apple, lot of fruits are available. Clear? So for example, now it is a mango season in India. I have a lot of mangoes, right? So here lot of apples. Whatever you like to have it. This is data. Now I'll ask somebody, get me apple. That is my query. If I ask you, get me apple, what is the path? You go to room number one. You can choose a door number one or two. Any door you can use. You can go and get apple, right? So this is the path you have taken to get my apple, right? So room number one, comma door number one. You can take this, and I ask you, get me some get me some mango. So what you do? You can also get mango by using the same path. So this is one way. You should be able to get room number one, door number one, apple. This is one way you should be able to get it. One more way is what? So one more way, you will get the same fruit, but you're using different path. What is the path now? Room number, door number two. This is also one more. One more combination also we can have like this. What is one more combination? Room number one, you will get apple. Room, door number two, you get mango. This is one more combination. What is another combination? Another combination is you will go to door number two and door number one. You will get like that much more combinations, right? End of the day, data apple will not change, mango will not change because the data is the same, but you are using a different path and same path, right? So when the path is same, this is what is called a path. Okay, so this is what is called the path, but this is what is called a data or the members you're getting to get the member, okay, from the same path. Okay, if you're using the same path, this is what is called a set. This is what is called a set. Okay, so you need to understand this is a set. When you use a set, you need to have this kind of a braces. Clear? And you have the path. This is the path. The path is same path we are using. Now you understand this path. This is also same path we are using. You need to put comma and you need to close this. Clear? So this is what is called a set. Now here also we are using same path. Room number two, door number two. We are using also same path here. So this is also a set. You need to put this kind of a braces. At the end, you can have like this. We should be able to close like this. This is also one more set. So members from the same path is called as a set. Members from different path. This path is different. This path is different. This is what is called as a tuple or tuple. Okay. Tuple. Tuple means you are having a different path. You need to have this kind of a braces. Clear? So we have one more thing. Let me close this. Clear? So we can have one more tuple. So tuple means you need to say tuple this kind of a braces. Clear? So you have to go and you have to close like this. Are you clear? What is a set and what is a tuple? So tuple and set, both of them are the carry bags. Clear? Members from the same hierarchy, same path is called as a set. Use this kind of a braces to represent the set. Tuple means members. Members means data. What is the data? Apple and banana is the data I'm going to get. So members from different hierarchy is called as a tuple. Use this kind of a braces to represent the tuple. So that is what is very, very important. Now, what is hierarchy? Hierarchy means path. This, what is hierarchy? So this is hierarchy from here to here. This is hierarchy, or we can simply say path. What is this? Apple is a member or a data. Mango is a member or a data. Clear? What is a path? What is hierarchy? You should know. What is a path? This is what is called a path, or we'll be calling this as a hierarchy. Clear? So this is what is called hierarchy. From where you are able to get the data from this. What is the data? So Apple, you're going to get this. This is what is called a member. Member means what kind of a data we're getting. We're getting Apple data, we're getting Mango data. Clear? So these are members. This is member, and Mango is one more member. Clear? So members from same hierarchy is called as a set. Same hierarchy. Same hierarchy means what? I said different hierarchy means a tuple or tuple, whatever you say. Different hierarchy means what? So it is a tuple. Clear? So, but this is one carry bag. This is one more carry bag. Let me go back to my query. Now, we are worried about this, right? So what is that I need? I need sales amount year wise, country wise. But I know I cannot have like this. So what I do? I have to remove this. Now I have to remove this. I'm buying a carry bag. So this is one hand I'm carrying, and I have one more hand is now empty. I can bag. But unfortunately, I have two items. How do I do? I have to buy a bag. Which bag I need to buy? I have to buy a tuple bag or tuple bag, or I can buy a bag called set bag. So what is the path? Path is this. This is the member, right? So here is the data. So this is data you would like to get. This is the path or hierarchy. Hierarchy is a different. This hierarchy is different. This hierarchy is different, right? Path is different. When the path is different, we can say these are a tuple. You need to open this, go to the end, put the comma, come down, and you need to close. Okay, this is a carry bag. You created a group, so you can say on one. Okay, so you need to put comma, and this is what is called a tuple. And because different path, what is the path? From this to this, you need to compare location dot country, and this one to this one is having completely different path. When you have a different path, this is what is called your data. Now it will give you year wise, country wise sales amount. Have you seen this? So this will give you year wise, country wise sales amount. Now I wanted to have, I have used tuple in this context. Okay, I have used tuple in this context. What I'm trying to do, same query, I want to sales amount and what? Quantity sold also I need. Okay, these two are measures, right? Sales amount and the quantity sold, plus year wise and country wise. Year wise is taken care, country wise is taken care. Now I have to remove and put comma. So what is that I need to have? Quantity sold, I want to have it. Drag and drop. Now you take this. So you can put them in one more bag, right? So now this is what is the member data. Now this is what is called a path. So this is the path and this is the path. The path is the same. When the path is the same, this is what is called a set. Okay. Set has to be denoted like this. Okay. You can just go back, and this is a set. We can close like this, you can say on 0 comma 1. Okay, so we have a one set, and this is one carry bag, this is one more carry bag I'm going to carry with my right hand. Okay, this is one more carry bag I'm going to be carrying with the help of my left hand. Clear? So you assume like this, two items are available. You can say this is banana, this is apple, you can say this is jackfruit, and this is water bottle. Like that you can have different things. Clear? So you can have this is on 0, this is on 1. You can interchange. This is 0, that is 1. Left hand to right hand, right hand to left hand bags, you can interchange, right? So this is how you should be able to get what year wise, country wise, sales amount and quantity sold. Clear? So I want to interchange. I would like to have 1 year. I would like to have 0 year. Can we interchange? Why not? So we need to have rows and columns, but anything can be anywhere. So you can execute like this. Now you should be able to get sales amount row wise, right? And the measures are on the column side. Clear? So this is what you got to understand. What is a set and what is a tuple? What is a tuple? Tuple means, members from different hierarchy is called as a tuple. Members from same hierarchy is called as a set. Clear? So that is what you should be able to understand. End of the day, we going to be storing or displaying the data in x-axis and y-axis max with the help of a carry bag. What is a carry bag? It is a set and a tuple. So you need to use a bag. That's it. So in that bag, if items are similar from the same hierarchy, then it is a set bag. Otherwise, it is called as a tuple bag. Clear? So that's what you got to understand, and it is very easy. Now, so that is what is the question people may ask you in your queries. Can I have? So, like this. The answer is definitely we can have. Now, I wanted to have sales quantity and sales amount. So, it is a set, right? We need to use these two braces. For example, I wanted to know not the complete thing. I wanted to know only sales amount and quantity sold. I don't need this. I don't need this. What I do? So I will be able to remove this. I don't need this. I can say it is 0, right? So because if you don't have anything, you should be able to get what? Sales amount and the quantity sold. Only this data I would like to get it. Can I get like this? Why not? So you should be able to get very easily what is the total sales amount, what is the quantity sold. Okay, but how you can, what you cannot write, I'll tell you. How you get errors, I will tell you. Because when you take the same data and you wanted to have, okay, one is in x-axis and second one is in y-axis, because you have two items you're going to be carrying. One is in x-axis, one is in this axis. Now I would like to store this data. Okay, so I can use from clause, right? I can use from clause. So I want to do, get this data like this. You will get an error. What is the error? The error is the measures hierarchy already appears. So this is what is the error message. Okay. Let me copy and paste and show you what is the error message that we're talking about now. The max is members hierarchy, measures hierarchy already appears in the axis 0. So that is the same thing I, told you already. So this is the one. Same hierarchy cannot be used more than once in any axis. For example, you already kept. So what is the issue? I'll tell you. Already you kept hierarchy. What is the hierarchy? This is what is the hierarchy, right? So this hierarchy already used in the 0 axis. The same hierarchy cannot be used in one more axis. That is the condition here. Clear? Any hierarchy, if you're using in one axis, you use all the hierarchies in that axis only. Don't go to one more axis. Clear? So that is the rule. Same hierarchy cannot be used in multiple axes. Same hierarchy cannot be used in more than one axis. Clear? So this is what is called hierarchy. If you're using an x-axis, and don't repeat the same hierarchy in the y-axis. Clear? So you better you write like this. Same hierarchy means keep them in a single axis and create as a set. But you cannot say, I will have one measure in x-axis, one more measure in y-axis. It is not going to work. Clear? What is the error? Same hierarchy cannot be used in more than one axis. This will give you an issue. Okay. So why it is failing? The reason is that this is the reason. Okay. Let me copy this. Control C. Control V. Run is complete, but the problem is that we cannot use this kind of a things. So the better you are going to be writing, this is the right query. This is the wrong query. You cannot have one measure in here, one more measure in one more axis. That cannot work because the measure hierarchy already appears in the axis 0. If you have one hierarchy in one axis, you cannot repeat the same hierarchy in the second axis. Remember this point. I will be telling this point many times. Don't worry about it. Clear? So writing MDX queries are very, very simple, which are lengthy, but it is very, very simple queries, guys. So no worry about the queries. Clear? You should understand what is a member, what is a set, what is a tuple. Then it is very, very easy for you to grasp it. Now, cannot use same hierarchy already we appeared. So dim measure and one axis and dim another axis. Okay, so this is also a beautiful question. What is the question? One of the guy asked the question. Okay, what I have done in the previous query. Previous query. These two are. Let me go to previous query. Yeah. Let me take. I have taken a measure here and I have taken two dimensions here. Dimensions means what? It is in a detailed data. So what I would like to have, I wanted to take this and it is working. So I wanted to copy and do some changes to this. What are the things I would like to have it here? The changes means, see here, I have, let me remove this. And I wanted to combine one measure, okay, one measure and one dimension in one bag. So this is in one more bag. Can I do like that? That is also one more interview question. So I'm taking earlier, these two are part of one bag, right? So now what I have done? I have taken this thing out and here I am planning to have a bag. Clear? Can we do like this one measure and one dimension there? So why not? So this is having a different path, right? This is the path and this is the path. Okay, this is the path. When the path is the different path, you have to use as a tuple. Tuple means we can do like this. Go back. You can put comma here and you have to remove the comma and you can say on 0 and this is on 0 comma, this is on 1. Will it work like this? Because I'm combining one measure and one attribute, or you can say one dimensional data, one more dimensional data somewhere, but the path is not repeated. So measures is the path, it is nowhere else, and this is the path, this is different path, this is different path, paths are different. Will it work? Let me execute it. It is telling me, see, India and USA, and I have sales amount and year-wise data. It is clearly giving. So you can have like this. You can interchange also. You can have 1, you can have 0. There is no problem here. So you can have anything anywhere. One measure, one attribute. Attribute means I'm talking about dimensional data plus one more attribute down. Attribute means a column, right? So you can have like this. So I would like to get sales amount. So for the India, and I wanted to have this one. Clear? So now I wanted to have not only this one, I would like to go in for quantity sold. Okay, When I take quantity sold, so now what will happen? Quantity sold. These are having same path, right? So when you're having same path, what you do? This will be a set. Okay, this set starts here. This set starts here. Now you're going to be ending this set here. Okay, so ending this set, then comma, and all these things you need to put them into one more bag. The one more bag is called a tuple. Clear? It is a bag inside a bag. So this is a bigger bag. Tuple is the bigger bag. Within that, you're having a small bag and one extra item. Clear? So like that also, you should be able to have and work with that. Let me execute whether it works or not. So it is working fine. Clear? I'm having sales amount and quantity sold like that, and India and USA. Clear? And I don't need rows. Rows means one. So this is a completely row data. I will say non-empty. Clear? When I say non-empty, what will happen? Complete blank. So these are the blanks. I don't need this, right? So that will get deleted or removed. So this is the final query that you have to undergo. Clear? So you can write any complicated query, and it is very, very easy now for you to understand MDX queries. So three things you need to know. What is that we're dragging and dropping? Whether it is a measure or an attribute. Okay, or a column. What is that we're dragging and dropping? Attribute means I told you columns, right? That's what attribute, columns, fields, all these are synonyms. Now, what is the measure? Already you know it. So, and how to use a set and how to use a tuple, you also know. So, these are the very, very simple things, guys, that you can understand. Okay. So filter function. So filter means I wanted to have find out sales amount only for year 2014. Clear? I wanted to filter the data. So how do I filter the data? There are two ways in which we can filter the data. One is that we can have a where clause without where clause. Also, we can have some kind of a data. For example, I wanted to know sales. Did you understand what is a set and tuple? Let me use a filter. Filtering means where clause, right? So I wanted to filter the data. So what is the data? Let me take any simple query. Simple query, let me take it. So this is the query. I'm going to be having it. So filters, how can we write? So filtering the data is very, very simple. So the query is sales amount country wise. Okay. But I need or not all countries. I don't need all countries. I need only one country data. What I do? So there are many things you can do it. So you can have, I need only one country data. Where which country you need it? Which country you need it? You should be able to go and get the data. For example, I will go. I'll remove this. I need all countries, right? Let me remove this. I need only it is all countries data. First, it is all countries data. If it is total sales amount, it is all countries data. But I need only USA data. You go to country, you go to country. So India data or US data. So you can drag and drop to the very class. It's very simple. Okay. Now you see the numbers will change, right? You can say India. You can say India here. You see numbers are getting changed. Have you seen this India data, USA data that we can save it? So this is one way of doing where clause, or you can directly drag and drop there itself without having a where clause. You can have this data and I wanted to drag India data, drag and drop India directly here. So on one, clear? So this is how we can filter the data. So India 186 blah blah blah. So if you wanted to execute multiple queries, put go and try to execute these two queries. Above query is giving you India data. This query is also giving you India data. See the numbers and verify it. See the number 186 blah blah blah. See these numbers. Clear? Now I take US here and I also have USA here. Okay. So now you verify this data and you verify that data as well. Both queries you execute by putting a go in between. Clear? So like that you can write without where clause, with where clause also you should be able to write the data. Clear? So now I wanted to have USA data and I wanted to have drag and drop India data. So I would like to create like this. I would like to have USA data. I wanted to have India data. This is the path. Path is the same. We can have, this is what is called a tuple, and we can close, not tuple, this is a set, right? The set on this one. So can we have like this? If the same thing is there, can we create like this? Why not? You should be able to get this individual data. So that is also fine. There is no problem. So, but I would like to use USA data, India data, if you wanted to get it, so you can use either where clause without using where clause also, you can get it. So that is the point I would like to tell you. Filter condition with 2014 data, I would like to have it. You can have it there. So non-empty we discussed already. So filter already we discussed. So filter using where clause, fine. So year and a month single column. So this we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So this also we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Guys, any other questions? So how to write a simple and powerful MDX queries on multi-dimensional expressions. Okay. So if you wanted to write a DAX queries, we are going to be using a tabular model. So that we're going to be teaching as part of our Power BI classes. Morning 6:30 to 7:30 Power BI is going on. If anybody is interested, so we'll have Power BI, Telugu batch is going to start tomorrow morning, I think 8 o'clock. Okay. It is not for you because you cannot attend same time two batches, right? So with Babu sir, you can attend that. But if you need my Power BI class, we have started Power BI morning 6:30 to 7:30. Almost 15 days got over, right? Another 20 classes are available in Power BI. So MSBI, so SSIS and SSRS and multi-dimensional model you're going to be learning here. Plus, when you have Power BI is dead easy. Anybody can understand. If you know SQL Server, I'm telling you, if you know SQL Server, learning MSBI and Power BI is dead easy. SSRS and Power BI similar. SSRS and Power BI is similar, but Power BI nowadays getting more and more opportunities. So you will have more and more opportunities, guys. And if you're willing to learn Power BI, so the next batch is going to start probably in the month of July. So either first week or second week, I'm going to be taking a Power BI batch morning 6:30 to 7:30. So any other classes, guys? Any other questions?